Well, it's midnight, but I can't sleep. I've got to get this Chrysler boat going. But this is just driving me insane. I've got to get this engine and drive out before I can go or do anything with the transom and the floor. So this is part 3 of the restoration. I tested the engine out and at the end of part 2. The engine ran fantastic, but what I did see was a little slight bit of milkiness inside the engine. I did a lot of research on, and I found out that the raw water pump for these Volvo AQs, the bushings for the input shaft, I mean, obviously this boat's a 76 model, so this has probably never been replaced. These are shot, completely shot. And when I took the raw water pump off, you could see water was just leaking out of the back of it. And to the timing cover, where it bolts onto the engine, right there. You can even see some corrosion in there as well. So, that is why I was getting some water into the engine. So I feel a lot more comfortable about that. So now it's time to get everything off. I've started to try to remove the drive. I haven't had the greatest luck because I can't get the bolts out. I can't get those out, but I'm going to work on that right now. That was hard. I used the motorcycle jack, kind of wedged the Outdrive into, and I was able to get this thing off. Apparently, well, I mean, I guess these should screw or move around, but mine are locked solid. But a little Googling, and I found out how to just basically hammer those. I had to use a little heat to help out, but the Outdrive is off, so this is a excellent step. Along with the swim platform is out as well. It's just a mess. The bolts, I mean, wow, somebody really rigged the living dickens out of this thing. But this is what has to be done to make it all happen and make it right. Well, let's just say I'm at the point of no return. Now listen, I know this is probably the most unsafe, most dangerous way to get an engine out of a boat. But sometimes when you gotta do what you gotta do at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, you just go ahead and do it. I believe I'm gonna be okay. All my wiring, hoses, everything has been disconnected. So now we're gonna try to see if this will work. At least I'm safe on the forklift. Here it is, folks. Engine's out. Next thing that needs to come out is the transom assembly plate, or whatever Volvo calls it. I'm very close to finally getting into this thing for the wood and for the fiberglass and everything else. So pretty interesting so far. Well, I can see why Jay gets burnt out or can get tired. I tell you what, that was one of the hardest things that I've done yet. Pulling the engine was nothing. Getting all that old junk out, getting that transom assembly out was something else. I think it took me 4.5 hours to get everything to where it's at now. And as y'all can see, I mean, it's obvious it's gone. There's nothing left to it. So, I think I'm going to take me a little break for a week. I'm pooped. That was rough. That was very, very rough. So, till next time.